Is that the new Las Vegas hello instead of California hello?
I mean,
hey, you know what?
Yeah.
We're live.
Oh, we're live. We're live?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do this again.
Fucking staccato. They sabotaged us
tell
today.
you what, someone's
What
over
the
here
hell?
pushing
We
buttons.
started talking and they...
Welcome to the Ghost and Clover Show, live from SHOT Show 2025.
Third day of SHOT
Is this
Show.
what day is this? Third day.
It's-
Third day, January 23rd. We'll go with that, 23rd, 2025. We are live at the EAA booth. My name is Trey with Ghost Tactical, alongside my cohort Chris from CloverTac. What up, homie? Sticky shoes. He's got that. He's got that Phoebe voice.
Why they stick on me?
Baby.
Baby. The sexy voice.
The sexy voice. Just don't cough, right? Oh, puppy. All right. So, once again, for those that were here Tuesday, we had audio, camera, pretty much anything that could go wrong Tuesday.
And the more
wrong.
we tried to fix it, the wronger it went.
It got worse. You might have seen Emily. Probably didn't hear Emily. Then again, you didn't see Emily very much because we were going between two cameras and neither one of them worked. So it was a cluster, to say the least. Anyways, we're going to redo it. We're going to talk EA, obviously the whole line. The wonderful thing about EA is you guys know about EA. If you listen to any of our channels and all that, it's wonderful, wonderful products. But they're one of the few companies. They're probably up there in amongst the top 3 or 4 products dropped for SHOT. There's like 13 new models, and so that's an impressive thing. There's some companies that haven't dropped anything, literally nothing new from last year.
A deuce probably, but that's about it. And probably on the cake too.
Maybe on the cake. Yeah.
I'll put it back together.
She has no idea.
Yeah.
So
Tell her. Okay,
lovely,
so
lovely
so-
Armentia.
so you know we drive out to SHOT Show, right? Got the playlist going. What's the name of that? If you like
if you like pina
Oh,
coladas,
yeah. Love that song.
you know, if you
you'll
like
love it
making,
even more now
If you like making love at midnight in the dunes of the Cape,
on the Cape. Yeah.
and she thinks it says and a deuce on the cake.
I never even realized that, and I've heard that song a million
And
times.
you'll never think of it quite the same again.
No, in fact, that's...
For the rest of your
Burned
life,
in my
even
head
though
now.
you know the right lyrics, you will start singing with a deuce on a cake.
I mean,
because-
we may have to put up something where they change it to that.
I think it might be worth doing that. Now, if they do that, will she get credit for being a writer of the song?
Oh, I hope so. 'cause
That's a nice royalty right
that's
there.
royalties like
We'll never
like-
see Clover and Armentia again. They're retired. They're
and-
gone.
And considering Rupert Holmes was a one-hit wonder with that, that's like tens of dollars a year probably in royalties.
Maybe tens of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's worth going after.
Sure.
All right. Anyways,
$10 is still $10.
that's what she said.
That's what she said.
So last night, as a matter of fact, I didn't say that out loud, did I? Okay, not her. That's at least what?
I did say that. A 20 is a 20.
A 20 is a 20. I wasn't going to say it. I would have let you say that. No. All right. Emily is back. We're going to talk a little bit about Emily, and we'll talk EAA. So for those that either weren't here Tuesday or that were here and couldn't hear anything that was going on, introduce yourself. You are here working with EAA this week, but you have a lot of things going on. Introduce yourself, kind of your path, and promote.
Hi, I'm Emily Joy, and this is my 7th year at SHOT Show. I love it here. These are my people. Great opportunity to come work out here with EAA. They sponsored me in my Guns and Girls calendar called Tactical Girls. So you can find that at tacgirls.com. Give me a holler on Instagram, Emily_Joy. But so I've been in this industry for about 10 years now. I love it. I love doing something that empowers women.
Yeah.
I grew up a good old country girl, so I've been shooting my whole life. Learned how to shoot copperheads.
I mean, the only good snake is a dead snake, in my opinion. I don't care if it's a guard. I don't need your sass.
What?
I don't need your sass. I am one of those. It could be a little garter snake or a king cobra. They're the same to me.
Oh, no, thank you.
I
don't like
freak
snakes
out when I see a snake. My wife, let them crawl all over. She doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't care for snakes either. Although the big like bow constrictors. They're kind of big.
Some of the big ones.
Except I
You
hate saying
honestly
except for
like
the
the
ones
big
that can
ones.
crush you. Yeah.
I hear
Exactly.
size matters. That's
Yeah.
what I just
It does.
heard.
The size of.
Apparently, she said that earlier. So
They're
it bodes
snuggly.
well for the snake, you know.
Like
Wow.
I said, it's 20
It's going down the rails quickly, folks.
Hey, Scott, real quick, Scott out there, and this is relevant too.
Oh,
You're talking about the companies that had didn't drop anywhere.
yeah.
Do you think maybe some companies were just playing it safe because they didn't know if the result, what was going to happen with the results of the election?
100%. I'll tell you guys. I 100% think that. I think there's multiple facets here. One, they didn't know what the results of the election was going to be. But two, more importantly, the last 2 years in the industry, you had such a huge burst in 2020, 2021 that 2022 and 2023 or 2023 and 2024 have hurt. So there wasn't as much operating capital for these companies. There might not have been as much allocated for design and development and all of that. There's a lot of different ways. I think that if things are uncertain politically and financially, there's not going to be as much put into it. I think. Now, I will say this, and I don't get your opinions also.
Sure.
My opinion is this. This has been the busiest shot since cough. This was busier, in my opinion, than last year. That's just what I'm seeing. So what I'm saying is I think maybe we're trending back.
Like the attendance is picking up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's trending back, and maybe that's a slope for the industry. Maybe next year is when we start seeing a lot of cool stuff. I don't know.
think people are going to be excited with how the election turned out, and maybe people are going to be more comfortable spending money again.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they've been busy spending money on groceries.
Well, I mean, you go to the grocery store and get eggs for like $7 now. It's
ridiculous.
You don't have extra money for a gun.
No.
What do you think, Clove?
Yeah, I mean, we know that typically the companies will start working on SHOT Show after they get back from SHOT Show.
Yeah.
So that was, I think at that time last year, like Biden was still the nominee, right?
He was absolutely.
And then all of a sudden that got shifted over, and it was just politically, it was insane. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were nervous. They didn't know what to expect and what was going to happen.
No, I 100%. And the industry was nervous.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they're nervous because they don't know what's going to happen. Now, let's just be honest. The best sales for the industry is when someone else is in office, they're threatening to take your guns away because they're going to sell a lot of stuff. That said, I think the thought of a Harris presidency was causing quite a bit of scare. Yeah, for sure. A good question, Scott, for sure. And I'm not saying there aren't anything new. I'm just saying, but there are companies that it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Then you got a company like EA's dropping 13 new models.
And they're incredible. I've been playing with them the entire time at SHOT Show, and the
What's your
quality
favorite so far?
Well, I'm a 1911 girl.
Okay, well, there you go.
So
there you go.
they're my favorite, hands down.
Yeah. Now, when you say you're a 1911 girl, does that mean you are a 45 ACP fan
Absolutely.
as well? Nice. Well played. Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice. Love it. Love it. Yeah, you have the Influencer X out there. You have the MC14TX out there. You have Disruptor X. You have one of my favorites, not probably X series, but one of my favorites is the 2311 Brat. I love that Brat.
I love the Brat.
The Brat's awesome. It really is. And then you have the match, but the big one, at least from what I'm hearing and everyone kind of talking, is the Match X. Let's talk a little bit about the Match X. When you guys think about the comp, I mean, is the comp you think is what's driving this? There's a lot of people loving the Match X.
I think a lot of people want to feel it in their hands and see, the control on it.
Yeah, that Match X is awesome.
It is awesome. I have a friend that wants the Match X right now because he wants to compare it to a couple of his other guns. He's really excited about getting his hands on it.
Yeah. I know you're excited about the Match X, but you and I, here's the thing is people don't realize is you and I get excited about even sometimes the same gun, but for much different reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know my hang up with the Match X bad. Is I don't understand why it's the way it is It's 9mm.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to see that much like the Influencer line and some of the other ones. Interval around 9, 10, 45. 38 super.
38 super,
I'm
yeah.
not sure, but you're talking double style. I don't know about that. But definitely 9, 10, and 45. I think that's where the comp shines a little bit more.
Yeah.
Not that it doesn't. I mean, it's
Well,
going to
let's be honest, it doesn't really need the comp on a 9.
Yeah, it's like
Especially on a long barrel like that, you know.
Yeah.
If it's a shorter barrel with a comp,
I
it might
see that.
balance some stuff
But
off.
then-
You know?
Sure.
But then let's be honest, it looks sweet with a
Oh, no, it looks badass with a comp. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think that's where a lot, when I was doing my kind of man on the street video interviews yesterday with the guys, and most everybody that was talking about the Match X said, "What do you like about this gun?" He goes, "The comp." Everyone like the comp. I said, "Do you like comps?" He goes, "I do now." And there's some that don't. They didn't. And this guy's, well, I don't know what it is, but like this thing. And I was like, "Yeah, the comp." He goes, "I don't know. It just looks cool with that." And I was like, and he's like, "I don't know much about guns. I'm here with a buddy of mine." And I said, "That's why I wanted to know, like, which one looks, because this one looks cool. And I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but it looks cool, and it does look cool. That comp logo looks cool." All right, kind of go back. We'll go back to EAA here in a second, but like you said, you've been doing this for a long time. Good coming. And what are some of the companies that you've come to SHOT Show with in the past?
So my very first year, I was out here with CZ. It was a great company to work with. Then KDEX Defense out of Canada.
Okay.
Actually, I've worked with them for the last 6 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Great group of people. They make precision sniper rifles. Their product is phenomenal.
Wow. Okay. So, and then now EAA.
I met.
Is it
I met with Chase.
Wanamaker? Is it Wanamaker?
Yep, it was
Yeah.
Wanamaker in
Awesome.
Tulsa,
A couple
Tulsa,
years ago.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Met him, and me and him talked, and he invited me to come work out the SHOT Show this year. I thought last year was my last time at SHOT Show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did. And then getting invited to go this year, I was super excited because these are my people. I love seeing. I
Right.
love seeing people that I've known for so long that I only get to see at SHOT Show, because there's a lot of some of my fans or friends that come in from foreign countries. Like I only see them here.
Right.
So it's a great opportunity for me to see them.
So, for those of you, I'm sorry, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, no, I was going to ask, when a company approaches you to come into their booth, what type of prep work
That's
on your
exactly
part
where I
is
was going.
done?
Amazing how we think like.
Because and the reason I asked that, if you've been around the industry, right, and I haven't, back in like the late 80s, early 90s, there was a lot of real legit gun bunny where they just went out, they got strippers, they put them in the booth.
Yep, that's not me at
They
all.
knew nothing, and it seems like you take pride in making sure that you can
Well, she
kinda have
can
a
talk
system.
guns to
Well,
begin with.
absolutely. I mean, I'm representing a great company, so I want to prepare myself when coming into a new company. And like I said, I was with KDEX for 6 years. I knew a lot about their products, but coming into here, I was like, oh, I need to study up. So I was like, Chase, send me some stuff. I want to read up on it, make sure I know what I'm talking about. So people ask me questions, I can answer it honestly.
Right.
And if I don't know, I'll find out the answer.
Yeah, I was doing some stuff yesterday, recording, and so you were talking to someone. She goes, this, it's like a price. Or something. You know what? Hold on, Chad. You asked the price, and so you knew about 99%, and the 1% you didn't fake it.
Well,
Which is
I
nice,
sold guns for about a year and a half. I ran a gun shop in Springdale, Arkansas. So I have experience with that. And then I also ran a pawn shop for 7 years in my 20s.
Yeah.
So I've had a lot of experience with just kind of knowing product knowledge and how to gain like more knowledge on it. I just read up on it. And then, just talking and discussing with other people, I kind of like to hear what they have to say and then get their feedback as well.
So when you had your own shop and you were running the other shop in your life, you got a lot of experience with people coming to shops.
Mm-hmm.
Ballpark it, just guesstimate. Is there a particular gun or model of a gun over the years that you probably sold the most at the shop?
I would have to say a lot of, because what I like to do, or one of our niches about our shop is that we wanted people to be able to come into our shop and talk to us, ask us questions, and not feel stupid or anything like that. Because sometimes you'll go into a gun shop and they'll just be like, "You don't know what that is,"
or they're
like,
pushing whatever they need to get out the door.
Exactly.
Sky,
and we're like, no. I want someone when they come into my shop I want them to put the gun in their hand, feel how it is, because everybody's, their hands are shaped differently. You need to be able to
Absolutely.
hold it correctly.
Right.
And then a lot of times, like I would say, probably the easy was my biggest seller,
Oh,
just
really?
because it's easy to rack.
No, that
It's
makes
super
sense.
helpful. The sights are great on it.
I love. He is not a fan of Smith and Wesson.
It was one of my best
As he
sellers.
calls
with
them
easy
auto
equipment.
guns, but
Don't make it right. I don't think it is.
yeah,
Don't make it right. I said it, Smith and Wesson. I said it.
I'm a big fan of the Shield. That was the first
Oh,
gun.
the Hellcat. You know what?
Oh,
The Hellcat.
I bet you the Hellcat.
It came in like a storm. People were super excited
It
to
did
have it.
come
The
out.
Hellcat Pro I liked better because
Yeah.
all the stuff that came with
The
it,
Hellcat did when it came on.
and it
fine.
handles nicely.
Yeah,
How much of that do you honestly think is the name, though?
it's a good name. I'm not gonna lie.
It is a good name, but it handles well, and it's easy for people that have small hands or women, or even people that don't have a lot of strength in their hands.
Yeah, and that's one of those things that are kind of like the MC14T, the tip-up barrel is.
Those are awesome.
That's amazing. You have the tip-up barrel where you can get if you have weak hands, arthritis, whatever the reason. It doesn't have to be a gender or an age. It's if you have issues racking a slide for whatever reason, the tip-up barrel is the answer. 380 is what it's chambered in. Maybe some different cartridges coming down the line with the 14T.
The one I really like about that is that it's heavy.
It is.
So that your control is going to be much easier. It's still compact.
Yep. Yeah, you're not going to have the muzzle flip because it is not a pocket 380. It's not the bodyguard.
I don't know if that's exactly true about the muzzle flip because of the design of. I'm a big Beretta guy.
Yeah.
Beretta's going to take over the world.
Innovation,
But
baby.
so very reminiscent to obviously those Berettas, the 380, the Cheetahs, and they're snappy.
Those are very.
And it's just the design.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, like I said, these are snappy, but
It
the
controls well. It's snappy.
you're going to be able for a carried gun. It is going to control it. And like I said, the biggest question I get about the 14T is how's it get ejected? Like, where does it
Well,
like?
it-
What happens? Like, how does it reload itself? It's a normal gun, guys. Just the barrel tips up and it goes back into place. You
It
know?
does eject. It doesn't extract.
Extract.
And here's
Exactly.
the thing. You cannot design a semi-auto with an extractor on a tip-up barrel. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's literally a machining impossibility. It does not work.
Right. Yeah. But that's a great one. I mean, I think that one of my favorite guns. We talked about the Brat, but my favorite is the Disruptor.
That's the one that I went because they sponsored me in my calendar
Yeah.
this year. I actually shot with the Disruptor
Yeah.
with a suppressor on it.
I have not shot the Disruptor X yet. I have the original Disruptor, and it's one of my favorite guns. Everything about it feels good. Is it the best in certain situations? No, there are better triggers. Well, of course, but you're talking about a gun that's a $300 gun. I'll take anything that's at that same price point and say find a better gun, right? I love the feel of it. It's kind of got to me a little HK-ish feel and the ergonomics of it. And I love an HK PP9, so I enjoy that. But the Disruptor is really, really good. You've got the Influencer. You have an Influencer. And is it that in 38?
I've got the Influencer X
In 38? Okay.
Yeah.
As far as the Influencer X, what are there's videos out there, go check them out, but what is your impression of the Influencer
The
X?
Influencer X is essentially the match in a single stack. Is
Yeah.
what it is. It's honest. And then the cool thing about the Influencer X is you've got that availability of 38 Super.
Yeah.
So, if you're OG, you like really cool cartridges and things like that, 38 Super rocks. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Very flat shooting, high velocity, it's a super round. But I mean, you got the availability in that Influencer X too of 19. It's
Yeah,
nice.
sure.
And you mentioned the Brat. That's another thing about the Brat.
Oh, man.
Is you got the 1945
Yeah.
Brat.
3.5-inch barrel, double stack,
Oh, a little stubby.
2311.
Yeah.
Little, and
I love all the
I tell you
details.
what, he's got attitude. Got a little attitude. Got to taught a lesson sometimes, but tell you what, that thing.
You talked about the MC14T.
I did.
I found something interesting. I don't remember when it was. It was early last year, but you had Gun Owners America's International Women's Day at the range.
Yeah, sure.
I guess that's what it was. Right?
The one in Dallas, right?
And and I ended up because it was in the Dallas Fort Worth area. EA couldn't make it. They said, "Hey, you've got a ton of our guns. Do you mind going up there and working the boost and running that raised day for us?" I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. You got to buy the ammo, but I'll do that anyway. I took several. And including the one that they obviously wanted me to take with the Women's Day range, UC-14T.
Yeah.
But I also took the Person High Power PA Lightweight.
Yep.
P35.
Match.
PI
Lightweight
Match.
I had the rail, you had the match, which
And
is funny because usually you don't want the rail on there.
That's fucking Paul. Paul mixes our shit up.
I know.
But anyway, so we go into that, myself, EAA included, thinking, the bell of the ball is going to be that tip up.
Absolutely.
All the ladies.
This is the gun that was basically marketed for you.
The PI Lightweight.
Yeah.
As cool and innovative as the 14T is, and it's kind of it highlights that the tip up is kind of geared to a specific market.
Yeah.
Whereas the PI Lightweight is really cool, freaking the perfect size.
The fact that it's a 100-year-old design and it still wins handgun of the year.
It was actually the bell of the ball. The women preferred that.
It was the bell of the ball, NRA named the handgun of the year.
Yeah.
100-year-old design. Yeah, 100-year-old design, and it's still winning awards.
Yeah.
But I think that of all the high powers that have come out in the last few years, this thing is as good, if not the best that I've ever shot. It truly is. The trigger on it's a great trigger, but it's a high power design. It doesn't matter what gender you are, what age you are, what size you are. There's something about the high power design that's almost perfect, and it's hard to mess that up, and they didn't do that. Real quick, I'm gonna bring you in, and while you've been here, I asked you what your favorite was. Mm-hmm. While you've been here, what gun do you seem to see that everybody comes in? What's the one that probably is the most looked at or talked about?
The Brat, actually.
People
really? Are so excited about the Brat.
It's
got the chain on it too, so people get to interact with it, and they feel right. It's like
Flavor, please.
With this being my first year working with EAA. Ghost was kind of like and I apologize if I say it wrong. I got an Okie accent. I was really surprised by the quality because they're, when someone says they're affordable, instantly they're like, oh, affordable, what's that mean? But they are affordable and the quality is there. They're made.
It's not a cheap gun. Nice. You hear cheap, you think cheaply made. No. It's an
like
affordable,
fantastic gun.
Yeah, it is. And it's one of those things that what I love about it is you get the best of all worlds.
Yes.
You've got the double stack 1911, the 2311, but yet you still get a barrel for those that don't want to carry a full size, concealed carry or whatever. You get the shorter, stubby barrel, and it is almost the best of all worlds for carry.
I do love how they forgive me, I don't remember all of the models right now.
It's been a long week.
I'm a little tired.
It's a long week.
But I love how they have integrated the Picatinny rail on the bottom for people that want a light or a laser. It helps people that are beginner shooters. So
I think that there's something about that. I think that when they're designing guns, and this is the great thing about EAA and Gerson, is Gerson isn't the ones that I think Clover mentioned this a couple of days ago. I don't know if anyone heard it, but Gerson's
nobody listens to me. So I'm just...
Well, it was we had the bad connection. I was trying to be nice, bro.
That was an excuse, which was great to use.
Absolutely. No, but I think that you made a right decision, or you made a right assumption that Gerson isn't the sole. They're not the ones that design, sell these. Keith's over there
lots of
monthly sometimes.
Not just Keith, but the entire team at EAA
are involved in the design.
Paul's involved with, hey, we want to do this, but we want this feature. We want this feature to be this way. We want this thing to work this specific way. And Gerson listens to the feedback. But you know what? We talked about it at dinner. Sunday about. We talked about Keith. Nickname for Keith was coined, by the way, Sunday. Import Jesus.
Import Jesus.
If you've ever heard of
That might be a patch.
You know what? That's the next patch.
Import Jesus.
Keith has been around. He's the OG when it comes to importing firearms. Decades experience doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, over 35 years worth of experience. I mean, that really says something.
And so, when he works with a company,
they agree with you. Everyone's applauding. They agree.
We got our own applause track.
Yeah. Perfect timing.
Nice.
Perfect timing.
Nice.
Thanks, Armentia, for getting that laugh track going.
And we got obviously SHOT Show. We're live. So,
yes.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So he knows how to pick the right companies. He knows how to forge those relationships with the companies that are going to do what the American market wants to buy.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we're talking about the X series is out there, but there's not just the X. They've got other models that aren't included in the actual X series. Like I said, there's 13 new models coming out. And what I love about them is they've always got something going. So by NRAM, there might be 4 or 5 that are just going to sneak up on this thing. So they're applauding EA's innovation as well. So no, I love their company and all that. But do you have something?
I thought there was a
question. Right on.
223. It said has Gerson announced, and I don't know anything about Gerson, so we're talking to EAA here.
Yeah.
Which imports Gerson. It says has Gerson announced a new version of the MC14T. What I can tell you from the way I understand it, on the EAA side, there are no specifics, but they're definitely looking hard into the possibility to do the MC14T in other cartridges.
Yeah.
Again, you get back into that MC14T. There's a reason that Beretta quit making that style of design back in the day. It was an engineering pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah.
And when you take that and then you add the complexity of changing cartridges with pressures and everything else, you've got engineering hurdles. Now, I have no doubt if anybody can figure it out, it's the Turks, because over there, the Gerson plant has the most modern machinery.
Yeah.
I've talked to Keith about this in the past. Again, Import Jesus.
Import Jesus.
And he talks about how you would think that the United States has the best, most advanced firearms manufacturing equipment, and he's like, it don't even hold a candle.
Right.
Yeah. So if anybody can figure it out, they can.
Yeah, they can. And yes, there is a 14X model. I think what he's wanting to know is maybe he's wanting to know different calibers or.
I'm assuming cartridges, but that is true. There is the threaded version.
There is a threaded version.
14TX that is threaded.
Yeah. So I know he just picked up a 14T.
Various color schemes and grips and
all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Emily, bring you back in. I know that you got a lot of stuff going. Where can people find you? Social media or email if they'd like to bring you in to maybe their show or whatever. Where can they find the calendar, all that stuff? And I know you guys are working. You work with different organizations through that calendar and all that. If you want to talk about that as well.
So the company that I work for is Tactical Girls, and the thing that I really love about Tactical Girls is that we support a nonprofit called American Snipers Organization, and that's something I can truly be proud of because they really help people get gear that they're not getting overseas. And I think it's incredible. That whole group of people, I can't say enough good things about them. I've been with them for 10 years now. I love that group of people. I enjoy their company because just listen to the stories and how passionate they are about helping other people, or the guys in service that are not getting the gear that the military is not providing them with everything that they need. So these guys step in to get them the stuff that they need. And I love that. And so being able to be part of a Guns and Girls calendar and represent such a great company like that, or not company, organization, it's something I can be proud of.
So where can they find a calendar? There's people out there that might want to support the sniper organization and all that.
I bet they could find them at the world's largest gun show.
Wanamaker in Tulsa.
Twice a year.
And you can meet us girls there. We usually have about 6 to 10 girls there, so you get to meet almost everybody that's in our calendar. And I like to seal mine with a kiss.
Oh.
But you can get them from me. I personally ship them out. You can get them on our website, tacgirls.com. You can find them on Amazon. They're really well made. We have a lot of information about the firearms that we have in there. We also have the exotic weapons gun. If you don't want guns and girls and you just want the firearm, then that's an
Well,
option
if that's
for
the
people
case,
too.
you need to check your pulse just
I
first
think you
off.
might need a testosterone injection.
Yeah,
My
just
favorite thing
just give up. I don't know.
So I do.
Don't give up. That's not. What
Do you guys still do the playing cards?
Yes, we do. The playing cards are my favorite.
I picked up a couple of those decks from Tulsa. They were wonderful Christmas presents.
They are. They're great stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
If someone wants to bring you in to do something like this at EAA for another show or an event or whatever, is there a way that they can contact you
Absolutely.
directly?
I love traveling and going to different gun shows
here,
and meeting
Omar.
different people.
Come on,
Come
Omar.
on, you want it.
Come on, Omar. Stick your head through the
He ran off.
yeah, he's gone.
He was trying to mess up the stream.
Yes, he
because
was.
Omar fucks everything up. Just so you know.
It's Omar's fault.
Yeah,
Always
it's his
is.
fault.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
Well, I spell my name differently. My name is Emily Joy, but I spell it EMILI. And then on Instagram, it's EMILI_JOI. So you can find me there. Hit me up. Send me a DM. I can help you, try to find one there.
Just
if
don't
not, go to
slide into
Amazon.
the DMs.
No,
All right,
don't
don't be
slide.
creepy. Don't
No.
be creepy.
I'm in a very committed relationship.
Yes, you
I
are. He's a good guy.
Great guy. So
Great. I
And
met him last
and,
night.
and he'll even fix your collar in the strip
If
club.
he
He will.
thinks
I don't
thinks your
understand why.
fashion, if your fit's a little off, he will fix it for
he
you.
will.
He's a great, but he seems to me to be when it comes to his appearance, he's a perfectionist. Would that be safe to say?
Yeah. It would be safe to say. Well,
Everything
you know what?
was like perfect. It's like, man, it's like walking out of a damn magazine,
He's got that GQ to him.
He does.
But
He's tall and slender. It's like, really, I hate him.
I know.
I hate everything about him.
It's disgusting how beautiful he is. No, I love his style actually.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you saying
Yeah,
that.
no,
He'll like that.
I like. I'm not fashionable, but I like fashion. I like clothes, and
Sure.
it's. I like people that can wear clothes well. It
Yeah.
makes a difference.
Sure.
You can have all of the fashion sense in the world, but if you can't wear clothes, it really doesn't matter. He
Well,
wears clothes well.
Are you wearing your clothes for a purpose? Right?
I
think that's
think
more
you should
important.
be right.
Like some people
You should
just
be.
throw on pants or throw on a shirt. Throw on
Yeah.
something.
I can look like this or whatever. You can look like this.
But
Like,
it's
that's
got a
crazy,
purpose,
but there's
right?
a reason why we're wearing
And that
specific
purpose could
things.
be to be precise,
Yeah.
or it can make a statement or something.
Absolutely.
Or time and place type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're here at the show. I love to dress up and engage with people. So
Don't be a slob. That's what we're saying. Don't be a slob.
And if you're a slob,
have
own
some
it.
swagger.
Go real slob and call it a style. Thank you so much, Emily, for coming out. And it's been great getting to know you this week. I hope we see you for years and years to come. You're not
Absolutely.
too far from us.
No,
so-
I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We gotta get a so we gotta hook up in Tulsa. We
Yeah.
got several folks that live in that area.
Yeah, we do.
What am I thinking?
April.
Glenpool.
Oh, that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
5
All that,
seconds for
right?
me.
Yeah.
And
Claymore,
and
Claremore.
Chelsea,
Yeah.
and so one time we had a get together of 30 people.
30.
So and so
That was fun.
And
that was
we had
awesome.
dinners. We basically
Well,
took over Longhorn
we got
Steakhouse. or whatever it was.
31, and with hubby 32 now. We can make that happen.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Imagine karaoke night with 32 people.
That would be amazing.
Oh, karaoke night. Oh, y'all's
Yeah.
in for a treat. I cannot carry a tune in a bucket.
Oh no, that would make it good.
So
I
it's a good time.
bad,
interactive
bad
with it.
karaoke is the best karaoke. If you were
Absolutely.
good, you'd be a recording artist. Let's just be honest, right? All right,
I'm no Carrie Underwood.
absolutely. Clover, you got anything before we get out of here?
I want to say again, we gotta apologize. Totally
Yeah.
our fucking fault for
Yeah,
the
100%.
first stream done here.
It's
and the
really
trouble.
his fault.
We didn't realize the problems going on in this. That said, Nice fucking try, Staccato, but we nailed it. Right, we got it going right now.
Yeah, we did. And to make up for Tuesday, we will have a special edition tomorrow.
We might
mid-morning.
we might have the most popular,
The sexiest,
the largest, the most well-known gun bunny
in
of all.
America, maybe the world.
Yeah, possibly more.
We might.
No offense, Emily.
Oh, it's
It ain't
okay.
you.
I don't consider a gun buddy being a derogative term. Like a lot of people are like, oh no, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, I'm proud to be a gun bunny. Like I know
You're a
about
gun
guns,
buddy that
but-
actually knows guns. That's
Yeah.
the fun part.
So we don't have that scheduled, so that will be for those
It'll
listening
be-
live. That want to catch
Yeah,
it
it'll
live.
be mid-morning.
Follow the channel. Keep an eye out. It'll be mid-morning. Local time, you do your own math because we're in Pacific time here. Local time, we're thinking the 10ish to 11ish
Yeah.
o'clock.
Somewhere in there.
Local. Keep an eye out. Jump in. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we got a couple meetings in the morning beforehand, so maybe 10:30, 11. I think it's doable, right?
Yeah.
Watch for notifications. Guys, get out to the range, be more proficient, enjoy your freedoms of being American, one of which is to keep and bear arms. Go check out CloverTac. Go check out Emily. Check out EAA. We shall see you in about 50 minutes. And then over at Bursa. So, guys, we'll see you soon. Super fun.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.